Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we bring to you just on Funke Akindele and Kemi Afolabi. Yes, you might be wondering how these two came together. Yes, they are colleagues in the Nollywood industry and they are friends as well. Or considering the matter at hand with Kemi Afolabi and her health, it seems Funke Akindele is one of the persons and among the few people who encourage Kemi Afolabi to come out clean concerning her health. Well, if they are not close enough, she wouldn't know about it because a lot of people didn't know about it, especially her colleagues in the Nollywood industry, which surprised a lot of them when Kemi came out clean as to what she has been facing and going through. After the video with Trudy came out once again, despite Kemi Afolabi explaining to the members of the public what her health status is, and the icing on the cake was when Trudy shared the video of where Kemi Afolabi said, "You still have 5 years to live," in her words, and I quote. And this surprised and shocked a whole lot of people. Initially, people thought it was just the SLE part. I mean, the illness that she's managing and battling is just what she's facing. All she has to do is manage it for the rest of her life. That is, there is no time frame. Until she came out and said, there is a time frame. Oh, I might be going through SLE lupus, but at the same time, there is a time frame given to me by the doctor. Well, Funke Akindele was one of the people who appreciated it under the post made by Trudy. Well, Funke Akindele decided to share this on her social media page as well. She shared initially saying, "Kemi, thank you for being so strong. God's got you, my sister. Divine healing is your portion, darling. Thank you, Trudy, for this interview." And of course, she reposted what Trudy posted on his own Instagram page, saying, "Life, much of the time, we are just hanging by a thread of it. And everything can change. Just change, just change. When you face something that torpedoes everything you thought about life, then you realize that position, money, beyond its use for taking care of your life, all these other things don't really matter as far as people who are there for you, who love you, forgive you, who listen to you, who support you, who stand by you, who invest in you." Kemi has done a number of public fights in her life as an artist. Sometimes it comes with the terrain. When this crisis hit her, it was some of those people with whom she had some of those public battles that rallied around her, that stood by her, and not one negative vibe came from any of the people that she fought with. Now that is a blessing, because there are people in this world who would mock you when you are down and will say that you are receiving your just desert when all has fallen apart. She's blessed in all of this because there are people who would stand by her, who would love her, who would support her. It's a lesson and reminder to all of us. It's people that matter most. It's people. It's not your job. It's not your money. It's not that favorite restaurant you like to go to. It's not your favorite chef. It's not your pilot. It's not your driver. It's the people you love and love you back that matter most. For many of us, may we not get to a stage where we have to learn this lesson the hard way. May we begin to develop this relationship that will hold us until nothing else can. And P.S. Dear Funke Akindele, you know what you did for this episode. You are gold. End quote. This was Trudy sharing this amazing episode concerning the things, the trial and tribulation Kemi has gone through while she was battling this illness. She herself, Kemi, mentioned that he never expected the set of people who stood by her, who were there for her. She said it herself, and this is the same thing Trudy is saying, that the people that she fought with, that is Kemi, had issues with publicly, were the people who came out and stood by her during this hard time. Well, for those who didn't know how the relationship between Funke Akindele and Kemi Afolabi is, it was quite a close one right from their university days down to when they entered the movie industry. We all know that Funke has been in the game long before Kemi Afolabi joined, but nevertheless this friendship drifted apart and no one knew what happened between the two of them. But at the time and moment when Kemi needed people most, Funke Akindele, who used to go headloggers with Kemi Afolabi back then, was part of the people who came through for her. And appreciating her, Kemi Afolabi shared on her social media page saying, "My very first love from the uni and the movie industry at Funke Akindele, Iyadura Iyabeji. She's been worried sick about me. Thank you for being the bigger person, Olufunke. God bless your good heart. I never stopped loving you. Oshimodukbe, love you." Ha. This one choke me, Sha. Ele itukbo, Funke. May you and your generation never lack. Mashallah. Thank you. Fam, help me tag and thank her, please, Ejo. End quote. This was Kemi Afolabi appreciating Funke Akindele. Now, going back to the text, she said, "Thank you for being the bigger person. That is, thank you for being the first to reach out to me, despite me being childish." And she said she never stopped loving her. That is, despite the fact that they were not talking, they were not on good terms, she never stopped loving Funke. But then Funke, putting aside ego and pride, decided to reach out to her, bless her with cash and gift. Of course, if it were to be some people, that is when they will cry out and say God has caught their enemy and stuff like that. But Funke, as of late, made the whole world know that, see, I'd rather keep both my friends close and my enemies closer as well. Well, just few days after she posted this was when Kemi Afolabi shared a particular fact about sex, which states that the more you have sex, the lesser the probability of having cardiac arrest. Seeing this fact, Kemi commented and said, "I've been on sex itis for over a year, Sha. As I do not have partner, inshallah, I will not die of heart attack. Amen." And the actress Funke responded by saying, "You way Baba God is preparing a better man for. You will be fine, my sister." End quote. This was Kemi Afolabi and Funke Akindele responding to each other on social media. Well, speaking of the sexual part, when she was told about her health status, finally, when they were able to diagnose what exactly it is that was wrong with Kemi, because before, initially, they thought it was just COVID, and she mentioned that she had at least 2 COVID tests per day. And when she was in the interview with Chudi, she mentioned that the doctors asked her if she still wanted to have children, and that how many children does she have before now. Well, she stated that yes, she would still love to have children, and the doctor responded saying it will involve a lot of risk considering current state of health. Very decent now what she said, "I knew something was wrong because I had between 11 and 15 doctors when they wanted to tell me what the problem was. I even thought it was something worse than what it was, because I'm an actor, so I could actually tell the reaction on the doctor's face. So eventually they were asking me questions like, do I still want to have more babies? Like, how many kids do I have? So they asked if I wanted to have more babies. I said yes, I do, and I was told that there's a risk if I want to do that, because what they are about to tell me, I'll need to stay away from a lot of things because my life has changed forever." End quote. This was Kemi Afolabi explaining all of this in the interview. Well, guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.